is Homegrown, which is a weekly feature of 96 WCMF here in Rochester. Welcome on into another edition. Definitely put anything that's breakable away from the speakers, nail it all down, batten down the hatches, and put the kids to bed. We've got some hot rod music for you from RAMROD. They're going to be playing in town real soon. They have been playing here in the Rochester area for at least a small amount of time, but making a big dent. More than an impression, a big dent here in the Rochester music scene. We'll be talking to them. And we also have our Hip Hook, which kind of typifies the kind of music that we're going to be hearing from the band that we are about to present for you this morning. I think we might even finagle some giveaways to a show that's going to be coming up if we can. And we'll be talking to members about their band, and we'll also hear their music too. RAMROD is the band. We're going to start off this morning. Our Hip Hook comes from a band who called themselves I Before E. Formerly, they called themselves Big Cat now, or actually, they are Big Cat now. They used to call themselves I Before E now. That is the name of their very first CD. We had a chance to see them at least twice here in the Rochester area. Hope you got a chance to check them out. The song is called Day at the Zoo, and the Hip Hook goes just like the band that we're about to hear from not too long in just a couple of minutes. RAMROD. They come on just like wild horses in April. This is Big Cat to start off this edition of here on 96 WCMF. This is Homegrown here on 96 WCMF. That's Give From One, and we'll be giving you a great interview in just a little bit from RAMROD here on the home of rock and roll. This is Homegrown here on 96 WCMF. In our studios, you may have seen their name being spread around here in the Rochester area. You may have seen them recently on Underground TV. They are called RAMROD, and I love bios because that way you can paraphrase without thinking for yourself. And I paraphrase really good. This is a band that is the cultivation of aggression, power, and violent energy that has taken seed in an expression of raw and rhythmic power with unprecedented vocal mayhem, monstrous guitar, and vicious rhythm section, which slams its listeners with an immortal impact.
That's pretty good.
Holy mackerel.
You just make that up?
I wish I said that. But that's basically what it is all about. And I had a chance to listen to the music in there, and we had to quarantine the area for about 24 hours.
That's right.
After I did that. So this is a powerhouse band, if you will, powerhouse trio. Is basically what it's all about, and we would like to welcome you all into our studio. RAMROD, the name of the band. We'll start this way, work our way that way. Who are you? What do you do in the band? Who are you?
This is Joe right here. I do vocals and guitar.
Okay.
And we just hope everyone comes down to the show, because I...
Don't do the plug yet. Just wait.
We got to get started right away.
Just wait a second. Just wait a second. We told them about the show.
Okay, next to me we got here.
I'm Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob Mount. I play drums, and I play drums.
Okay, that's very good, Rob. All right, now I know this guy.
Yeah, I'm Sebastian Marino, and play guitar and various other instruments, I guess.
Okay, like what other various instruments?
Computers.
Now, speaking of which, is this going to be a scary part of the new world of music?
I think so.
These damn computers, right? They're going to be everywhere.
Computers and all kinds of other little tricks that people have to, I think, become aware of now in the 90s.
Right.
And things are moving in that direction. And I think, technology has become another instrument itself. And
right.
Everything's been done. You got to come up with something new. So.
Yeah, trying to incorporate some stuff. And we're a three-piece band, and you have to really come down to the show and see exactly what we're about, because we're kind of an industrial heavy metal band is what we're trying to... industrial metal, I guess, progressive metal.
No, I can tell just by the big lump in your throat that you really hate doing that. Right? Trying to pigeonhole or classify yourself. Okay?
Yeah, it's hard.
It's, because I know it's only because it is the way that it is. All right, society is, they have to, the guys in the ties, and kind of generally people want to understand exactly what kind of music you play, or as a point of reference. All right.
Well, you're not gonna hear any country when you come down. I can tell you that. It's
no fiddles.
It's going to be.
Throw a few things in.
I guess the word is the favorite word. I guess is heavy. Right.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. That's the word that works. Yeah.
First off, it's heavy. That's the thing. It's metal. It's heavy. And the next thing is it took it one step further. With the effects and all the noises, and even more so on the tape, because like what people are going to hear on the tape is going to be an inkling, but it's not going to be. I mean, they're in for more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
what's on the tape is just a starting of what we've switched. We've done a lot of things since the tape.
Okay,
yeah,
now maybe not musically, okay, but technically it's kind of like a Rush thing, okay, because like Rush, when they play, there are a lot of things that you can't see that are going on stage. There's only
sequencers and stuff.
Yeah, sequencers and pedals, foot pedals, and stuff like that, triggering devices and all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of that you don't really see, but does add to the effect of the band. And I think that's probably what you guys are kind of going to be dealing with too.
Yeah, there's no other people like behind our amp stacks and stuff like that playing other instruments.
Right.
Everything you hear has been recorded,
but done by human.
It's
not a machine that did it. It's all we
human.
did it, but
right. But it's just this is for later.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And that stuff's just mixed in there too. It's basically what you see is what you get. You got two heavy guitar players and a monster drummer, and the other stuff is just for ambience. It's just to fill and to make it different.
Yeah, right.
But basically it's just it's the power trio thing, the raw in your face stuff.
Yeah, well, I think that kind of works. You know, and there are a lot of bands that are, you know, as we mentioned before, you know, Rush do it, you know, Triumph do it a lot, you know, like on the lower scale, you've got bands like Green Day, that's a, you know, like
King's
a little
X.
powerhouse, you know, King's X, yeah, and all those kind of bands. So, you know, so it has
Nine
been
Inch
done,
Nails.
you know, it is being done, and it will continue to be done, and it's being done very well right here in the Rochester area. Ramrod are doing it really good. Now, this is one of 5 songs that are available on 2 cassettes that you have available to the general populace right now.
Right.
Okay, and I like the way you marketed it. You have 2 of them out.
That's right.
You have to buy them
Soon
as
to
a
be
set.
3.
Actually, the first 50 people at the door are going to get a demo sampler, 1 song from each. So when they listen to that, they're going to be so addicted that they're going to have to pick up each
Yeah, they'll have to buy
each
both.
tape
Oh, okay.
to get the
fine.
rest of the songs.
I kind of
And a
like that.
T-shirt and a hat.
Oh my goodness! So it's going to become an
And a
epidemic,
bumper
right?
sticker.
A Ramrod epidemic, so to speak, right? All right,
We've
then,
notified the hospitals.
okay, and they said the hospital said there's nothing we can do. All right, this is what it's like in 10 hours, 24 hours, 42. You know, but it's going to be Ramrod breaking out in an area real soon near you here on the Home of Rock and Roll. So you're going to hear them first, and we've got some tickets that we're going to be giving away to the show a little bit later on. A taste of what you'll be hearing. When is the show, by the way? Anyway, when is that show? Anyway?
Next Friday, this Friday, the 31st.
Okay, 31st with Angry Inch is going to be a part of the show.
And Bughouse.
And Bughouse.
Amazing Bughouse, yeah.
Okay, the amazing Bughouse. All right.
Ryan and the boys.
This one's called Raped of Life from Ramrod. Just continue this edition of Homegrown on 96 WCMF. That's Tommy Burnett, something relatively new here that is called The Walk here on the Home of Rock and Roll, 96 WCMF. We have in our studios Ramrod. Now, some of these names are relatively familiar as far as I know now. Wherever your name? Where is that? Liegelord? Were you a Liegelord?
Liege.
From,
Liegelord.
from Canada, right?
No, that was Anvil.
I mean, yeah, right. From
Liegelord was from Connecticut, and they had 3 releases out. The one I was on with them on Metal Blade.
Uh-huh.
And we did a bunch of U.S. tours, Candlemass and Anvil. So that's
Is
probably...
that how you met the Sebastian here?
No, actually
We grew up together.
Oh, really?
Here, yeah.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
We split up for a few years, and he went to school at GIT out in California. I went to play with Liegelord in Connecticut.
Okay.
And then we said, look, let's just... The best thing to do is to get back together and do this, because musically we play so good together that it's like it's a shame not to.
Right.
And we're like best of friends, so we said let's go for it, and we came back and put this together with Rob.
Okay.
Who's a great drummer. you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Rob, you've been in a couple, like one or several bands here in the Rochester area, haven't you? I've seen you like in.
You've seen me
200
here
bands.
before.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
A couple of
skillet.
times. Yeah.
Probably the last band,
I'm
Baby
trying to
Grand.
think. Baby Grand.
Yeah.
That's the one. I knew it was one
Baby.
recent, and I could not figure out what's the.
Dragged it out of me.
Oh man! Thank you so much for that. Okay, I feel so much better now.
Yeah, we got that out of the way. We don't have
'Cause
to.
you
bring
look
that
so
up.
familiar. I just couldn't figure. I couldn't figure it out.
Totally
But,
different type of music.
Yes and no. Really. I
they
mean,
were
you
good
know,
band.
good
Just go
It was
down.
no. I mean, I'm not
Great
putting it
guitar
down. It
player.
was great for what it was. I mean, Greg's was a great songwriter, and
yeah, you
at
know.
that time, the Bon Jovi thing was happening, and that was cool, and I learned a lot, and time to move
And
on.
everything is a learning experience,
Right.
And as long as you're playing, I think that's what. And you did fine.
Well,
What
we had a little bit of a following around here, and we had.
do you mean a little bit?
Yeah, it was a pretty good following.
It
We
was
played out of
happening,
town
man.
a little
You
bit.
guys were
Yeah.
happening.
Rob's
That was
modest.
happening
He's
for
modest.
sure. Yeah, it was a happening thing there.
Well, we played the War Memorial a couple times, and it was really cool.
Well, I was there anyway. Oh yeah, I was at the War Memorial. Anyway, so now Anvil is the next. That's the next band that we should probably touch upon here.
Yeah.
From Canada, hailing from around that area. Now, what's it like up there? What was what was it like to hear like Anvil regularly
It's
on the radio?
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, we did a few tours and went over to Europe and just Canadian tours in the wintertime. I could tell you stories for hours. I don't think we have enough time.
I'm
but
sure. Yeah, like,
tours in general, we could talk. But
well, that's like you get close to Alaska up there.
yeah,
yeah,
man.
that. Yeah.
Red deer.
Yeah,
A lot
Yeah.
going on in Red Deer.
Yeah,
but
we're not talking about the beer either.
there's Anvil's from Toronto, and The band is actually still together. I'm still in Anvil. But,
you are?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Traitor.
Kind of moonlighting here, huh?
Well, this band is like my baby. I'm kind of like a hired gun in Anvil. I'm not really, allowed to write per se. And I just kind of, I guess I'm one of those kind of guys that just hangs out with the band and shuts my mouth and does what I'm told type
Blow
thing.
them off. What do you mean? Who do they think they are anyway?
Actually, by my watch, the clock's ticking pretty fast. I think he's got a couple weeks left. He's out of there.
Hey, all right, let's see.
You play the rock and roll, you will like it. You will not say a word.
Are we in Germany?
Now, it is a little different in Canada in as much as the music input and the way that the music is handled, the whole club scene.
Yeah, it's
is a lot different up there too. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big city. It's the New York of Canada.
Right, yeah.
And,
well, I mean, all of Canada basically is like kind of a different world when it comes to playing, isn't it? Too,
Yeah.
I mean, not like the crowds are any different, except for when you get up to like wilderness.
yeah, it's a lot of Indians. I'll tell you that, man.
Yes, that's very
really
true.
getting a lot of fights up there. You don't have to try too hard.
For no good reason.
Yeah, 1 minute they're talking, next minute they're rolling around on the ground.
I said
great people.
I said
Joe's
it was
actually
a
Indian,
tuning.
so come to the show and maybe Joe and I will get in a fight on stage. You never know.
We actually encourage that in our
where's those
lyrics.
guys?
Oh, and you do not cut that out. All right, now the show is Friday night, right?
Yes, at the Boogie Bar.
The Horizontal Boogie Bar.
Yeah.
Bug House and Angry Inch. Those
That's
are
right.
two bands that will be opening up for you. And we've got some passes to give away to the show. Is that right?
Yeah, that's
do we
cool.
do
That'd
that?
be
Can we
cool,
do
yeah.
that?
We can do
All
that,
right.
sure.
All right, now this is, of course, for a guest and a person to go to the show, and we'll take, and they also will be getting, what else?
We'll throw in
something else.
We'll throw in a demo tape.
All right.
That way you can find out what we're about, for yourself.
I kind of like
check
that.
it
You
out.
can enjoy them in the privacy of your humble abode.
Yeah.
Whatever. And we'll say what caller do we want to take? Anybody? Go.
Eight.
Go.
Caller
Caller
eight.
number 8.
Sure.
Okay. Usually we go over 9, but for you guys, it's okay. We'll do 8 right now. 222-6000. Give me a call if you are caller number 8, and you should be over 18.
No, it's all ages. So.
It's all ages?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. That's good. All right, 222-6000. Give me a call right now. It's an all-ages show. You want to go and see RAMROD as well as Angry Inch and Bug House. Friday night at the Horizontal Boogie Bar. If you do, you'll get to hear RAMROD do this one called Listen As I Die here on 96 WCMF. Stranger, that's Skate the Razor here on 96 WCMF. RAMROD has had a chance to kind of had a brush with them, not really members of RAMROD, actually, brushing with Skate the Razor at one time or another. And who knows, they may cross paths in the very near future. Anything is likely to happen. We have a winner, Dave Cottam. Congratulations. He's going to get to see RAMROD this coming Friday night down at the Horizontal Boogie Bar along with Angry Inch and Bug House, and we'll be back to talk more with RAMROD soon here on the Home Rock and Roll. This is Homegrown on 96 WCMF. We are in touch with members of RAMROD right now. They've got an excellent show that's going to be coming up this coming Friday night down at the Horizontal Boogie Bar. Now, who is the basic formation of the writing staff here for RAMROD?
Pretty much Joe. Well, actually, all three of us, really. When you come down to, I don't know, I come up with a riff. This is Sebastian talking.
Okay.
I'll come up with a riff, or Joe will come up with a riff, and then, we'll switch back and forth and kind of mull it over and see what happens with it. And then
By the
Rob
time we
puts
jam with it, it's
Yeah.
like a band thing, you know?
I end up doing all the lyrics because these guys don't want to be bothered.
Okay, now I noticed that you are a contemporary when it comes to writing lyrics as far as things go. And even though it is basically kind of doom and gloom, it's more an alarm. Is that what it is?
Alarm to what's going on. And
Yeah, right, yeah,
It's
basically.
Stop
that.
It's dark, but it's not. It's. Try to look at things on a positive light. Even though reality sometimes is dark, sometimes you can look at it and say, well, watch out. This is what to watch out for, or the path not to go on. You know. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty true to life. We don't sing about Dungeons and Dragons and things like that.
Even though it's kind of cool, but
it's cool.
Yeah, right.
But it's thrown in there. But we sing pretty much about what happens to everybody and what happens to me and what happens to everybody in day-to-day life. It's reality.
what's going on, what to watch out for.